after a pretty slow couple of months in June and July, August seems to have some really nice sneakers that are releasing. So I'm going to go through some of my most anticipated sneakers of August 2024. And disclaimer, like always, the sneaker industry has very fluid release dates, so some shoes might get pushed back, some might get pushed up. Some shoes that we don't even know about yet will also drop in August. So if I miss any, don't blame me, blame them. Here we go. Now first, there's a couple of special or honorable mentions, and only because there's not a whole lot of information out on them yet. There's no like official images, so I'm not sure if the release dates are going to be pushed back. But first honorable mention, it is the Adidas AE1 Low USA pack. The blue pair seems to be a bit more certain, but the red pair, still a bit unsure when that will come out or if it will actually release at all. I'm hoping it will because I actually like that red pair a bit more. And the AE1 overall in general is just one of the best sneakers of 2024. The most exciting basketball sneaker right now for one of the most exciting players as well. I actually recently just recorded B-roll of the AE1 Ascent pack, both the high cut as well as the low cut. Gonna make a video on both those shoes, so stay tuned. But these sneakers, look how beautiful they look. It features that TPU honeycomb type of pattern on the upper, Jet Boost from Adidas of course in terms of the cushioning, Light Strike as well, and that red pair particularly, that just looks really nice. I love how that shoe looks. Now the next special mention, and only special because there's no like official images yet, I don't think it'll be delayed, but it is the Kobe 9 Protro Elite as well as the EM low cut. It stands for engineered mesh, and the reason why I say it probably won't be delayed is because the release date is Kobe Bryant's birthday, August 23rd. Now this year will be the 10th anniversary of the Kobe 9 Elite. This is one of those shoes where I've seen people really dislike, especially the high cut, or I've seen people really like them. Personally, I do like them, I don't love them. And in terms of the Halo colorway, I think it's clean, but it doesn't excite me too much. But we don't get Kobe 9 Protros too often. But overall, the Kobe 9s I like, don't absolutely love. I'm still like old school, I still really like the Kobe 1s. Not so much the Kobe 2s, even though I do have the Kobe 2 Olympic USA colorway. Kobe 3s, not too much. But the Kobe 4s, just in terms of the shape, not the performance, because I think there are better performing shoes than the Kobe 4s. But I really like how the Kobe 4s look. So first up, it is the Sabrina 2 USA that is dropping on August 1st for $130. Now this is the second signature shoe for Sabrina Ionescu of the New York Liberty. I've talked about the Sabrina 2s quite a bit. Like every month when a new Sabrina 2 colorway comes out, I'm like putting it in the list. Now originally, I thought out of all the initial colorways, that Conductor colorway was the nicest, but then images of the USA colorway came out. And I'm just a sucker for the red, white, and blue colorway. I really am. I think those colors just go so well together, especially like all red shoes. Just looks really bold, but still very wearable. I love it. The Sabrina 2s features a Cushlon 3.0 midsole, first Nike basketball shoes to use that midsole, and it's actually wrapped with a firmer foam for stability, with Zoom Air cushioning in the forefoot, modified herringbone traction that Nike calls S traction, the glass around the swoosh on the upper, that is meant to represent her breaking glass ceilings, the eye on the booty of the shoe, obviously her last and initial. However, that is also meant to look like an upside down exclamation mark. That is a nod to her on the basketball court. I think out of all Nike basketball shoes right now, the Sabrina 2s, probably my favorite. I'm not talking about like the retros or the protros like Kobe shoes, but comparing it to like the Book 1s, the LeBron 21s, I think I like the Sabrina 2s the most. Next up, it is the Nike SB Dunk Low, their skateboards, that is dropping on August 6th for $135. This is a collaboration with Skateboard Shop, their skateboards, and I feel like this year's SB Dunk collaborations, at least so far, has paled in comparison to last year when we had like the Doritos already. This year we've had some pretty nice SB Dunks. The Futura SB Dunk that I wasn't able to get, very nice as well. But apart from that, there's no other SB Dunks that are like, I have to get them. It tickles all my sneaker hormones. Now this shoe, I can't say it's right up there with the Doritos or anything like that, but it is nice. It features a lot of branding. So you see their signature print on the overlays, the tongues are branded, the inside of the tongue, base to brace, booty of the shoe, all branded, and it looks to feature a suede upper sole. I'm not a huge Nike SB Dunk guy, but when it's presented with nice storytelling or it's interesting and something different, definitely captures my attention. I don't know if I can pull off the shoe very well, but just in a vacuum, very nice shoe that I'm looking forward to. Next, it is the Foamposite DMV Cherry Blossom that is dropping on August 17th for $240. I feel like compared to last year, Foamposites have kind of slowed down in terms of the frequency of releases. This year we've seen a few. I've reviewed one or maybe two, can't remember. But this is easily the best one to release so far. The second Tekken Foamposite might have something to say about it, but the first Tekken Foamposite, I don't think it was that nice to be honest. And I'm a huge fan of Tekken, But this colorway, this is nice. This is paying homage to the DMV area. And if you're not from the US, DMV is the DC, Maryland, as well as Virginia area. Before I moved here, I had no idea what people were talking about. But that's exactly what it stands for. And that region of the country has always loved Foamposites. And cherry blossoms are also famous in the DMV area. And this colorway, that pinkish hue that's not too bright, it's not like crazy. It just looks really nice. You see the synthetic nubuck high stays just like the originals. I know sometimes they've switched it to leather, which a lot of people didn't like, but it's back to nubuck. And you see cherry blossom branded insoles with DMV branding on the pull tabs with one of the best Nike athlete logos ever, the 1 cent Penny Hardaway logo. This is just overall very nice Foamposite. Can't wait to get my hands on these. Next, it is the Jordan 17 Low UNC that is dropping on August 28th for $300. It is an OG colorway that originally dropped in 2002. Now, I missed the Jordan 17 Low Lightning that retroed in May of this year. Very bummed. I do need to get my hands on this shoe because I do love UNC. It is probably my favorite colorway on all Jordan brand sneakers. I need these. I'm not even a huge Jordan 17 guy, but because Nike hasn't been shoving the silhouette down our throats for years and years, I'm looking forward to it. Now, my favorite part about the Jordan 17 Low is that chrome looking TPU heel counter. I just think it looks very sleek, and it also comes with the briefcase that came with the shoe back in 2002 as well. And no matter what, I need this shoe. Next up, it is the Jordan 4 White Thunder that is dropping on August 24 for $215. Obviously, back in 2006, we had the Thunder that I have behind me, the Red Thunder as well. Now this year, with a ton of Jordan 4s releasing, this is one of the best ones. It is very simple, very easy to wear, very standard. Some might say boring, but it's just so wearable. And as a black sneaker lover, I love this. This is really nice. I hope it doesn't come with that synthetic nubuck that the most recent Thunder Retro also came with. Don't love the feel and materials of that shoe, but just in terms of how good they look, it is beautiful. I will say though, Jordan brand, maybe one too many Jordan 4s this year. Maybe just mix things up. Please, can we get the Jordan 20s back? Just throw it in there. I know the Jordan 10s are coming back next year, one colorway anyway. 21, that's such a nice shoe. You don't have to ram the Jordan 4s down everyone's throat. And next, it is the Kobe 4 Protro Gold Medal that is dropping on August 5th for $200. Slightly more expensive than recent Protros that was $190. I do not like that. I noticed it. Nike, you're not sleek at all. This colorway first dropped in 2009, but this colorway Kobe actually never wore in the Olympics. In 2008, he wore the Hyperdunks. And if you weren't there, you wouldn't know the hype of the Hyperdunks. Everyone that played ball had a pair and that Team USA colorway. Whew, so nice. Back to the shoe, I love the Kobe 4s. The shape is beautiful. In terms of the performance, I don't think the Kobe 4 Protros are like the best or anything, but this colorway on the shoe, can't say no. And you see branded insoles in the shape of a gold medal, probably synthetic leather and flywire. You'll see snakeskin pattern on certain parts of the shoe as well. Kobe's Olympic number 10 on the booty. And look at that delicious outsole. Oh, that is delicious. That is delicious. This is a must-have. Up next, at number 3, it is the KD4 Nerf that is dropping on August 9th for $150. If you came of age during like the late 90s to like the mid 2010s, you know about the shoe. You remember when this first dropped. It was a grail for many people. Very limited release back in 2011. And then bring it back for the first time ever. I've actually already reviewed the shoe, so check out my review if you're interested to know the details of the shoe. Very funky colors, branded tongues, branded insoles. It doesn't come with the basketball and the hoop that it came with in 2011, but it does come with a branded box, so at least we have that. The KD4s aren't even like my favorite KDs. I think I prefer, just in terms of the look, I think I prefer the KD3s over the 4s. We obviously saw the KD4 Weatherman also come back, so they're dropping like all the best KD4 colorways. KD4 Arm Pearl, I think, I might have seen somewhere that they're going to retro as well. Can't confirm or deny, but yeah, I believe those are coming back too. But this colorway, whew. And at number 2, it is the Jordan 6 Olympic that is dropping on August 3rd for $200. It is one of my favorite releases of 2024. It's a shoe that I've already just reviewed. And of course, it is the colorway worn by the likes of Ray Allen in the 2000 Sydney Olympics. Just a beautiful shoe, very nice color blocking. This is actually my preferred color blocking for Jordan 6s. Red, white, and blue, like I said earlier when I mentioned the Sabrina 2 USA colorway. Can't say no to this colorway. It just looks so sleek. The materials on the shoe are nice as well. Maybe a bit too much texture, but overall, just a huge highlight for 2024. If you want to know my detailed thoughts on the shoe, take a look at my review. And the number 1, it's a shoe that has been delayed, so I talked about it last month, but it is officially dropping on August 21st for $250. It is the Jordan 3 A Ma Maniére black colorway. Now there's supposed to be another burgundy crush colorway of the Jordan 3s that are dropping. Haven't seen like official images, so I'm not sure if they're gonna release on the same day or maybe release that later. But the black pair seems to be official now. And as a black sneaker lover, oh, this is nice. Burgundy just somehow works on sneakers, just elevates the shoe a little bit. This looks to feature a very nice leather on the upper with a mix of suede as well as nubuck. And because it is A Ma Maniére, you can expect a ton of storytelling with branding. Comes with Nike Air on the booty because they get what they want, even though it's not an OG colorway. They get Nike Air, A Ma Maniére hang tag, Nike Air hang tag, branded tongues, special box. Also seems to come with like a towel. Lace tips says work harder. And also seems to have that satin-lined ankle collar, just like the Jordan 4s that I have behind me. Now, one thing that I don't love is that sail midsole, but A Ma Maniére has used that on like every collaboration, so I'm not too surprised there. Won't complain too much. I think white would have just made it pop a little bit, but it is their kind of staple, so it doesn't feel like they're just shoving it on there for the sake of shoving it on there. Oh, as a black sneaker lover, this is beautiful. Now, is it as beautiful as the Jordan 4 A Ma Maniére that seems to be coming out later this year? No, probably not. Is it as beautiful as the first Jordan 3 A Ma Maniére? I love black sneakers, and I think I'm gonna have to say yes. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Sole Inclined. Let me know what shoes you really want on this list, what shoes are absolute trash, what shoes I missed. Like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And remember, tomorrow may never come, so wear your shoes